How's it going, y'all? It's me, Noah, here. I'm on Northbound Weekend Local Caltrain 615. We are departing San Jose Diridon Station right on time at 10:26 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. There's Amtrak Coast Starlight Train number 11 right there. I rode in on that from Sacramento earlier this morning. Our first stop is Santa Clara University Station. I'll be riding this train to Menlo Park. Menlo. Mm-hmm. We are passing the Caltrain Maintenance Facility Yard. There's EMU set 301, 302, Bombardier Car Coach 233 and 235. There's EMU set 323 and 324. MP36-3C924, JPBX 504, Gallery Cars 4021 and 4005, Bombardier Cars 2222, 230, and let me see what the other one was. At 10:29 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are going through College Park Station, which is only used for that high school right there, only on school days. There's PayPal Park, right there, home of the MLS San Jose Earthquakes. There's the baseball stadium lights at Santa Clara University College.
This is Caltrain number 615. We are local service. We're making all stops to San Francisco. We're now arriving at our first stop, Santa Clara.
At 10:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling into Santa Clara University Station. I just skipped through here on Amtrak train number 11, the Coast Starlight. No way. Starting to yell.
We were like discussing this, right?
Yeah.
And at some point, she was asking me, how do you find time for it? I was like, I don't
Find for what?
to do that. Some regression testing, like,
Yeah.
I don't. And it was like, so how it happens? I was like, we find a contractor, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was like, but how did you manage to get a contractor? It was like, I was complaining.
At 10:30.
And at some point, he told me, like,
Our next stop will be Lawrence.
and so
Lawrence
like,
is
no,
next.
it's not gonna happen. It's not a company priority or stuff like that. And I was like, so just keep it. I would just make it because it has to be done. Then he told me, so
Right on time at 10:32 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Here we are, pulling out of Santa Clara University Station with our next stop being Lawrence.
whatever. Like, it's outside of the scope, like of the usual like view or stuff like that. So it's fine. But this is like a workaround to like a serious program that you cannot do a work that is necessary because it's not a company priority, right? But this make I was like, how can I do the development and ensure that nothing is breaking in the tunnel, for example. Like, we're not gonna focus on the tunnel technology priority, right? We're gonna do like LSPR all the time right now. And then it's gonna be like in 2 months someone will want to see a demo on the tunnel and it's gonna be broken because
We did not regression testing, yeah.
but if you see that also like it's not company priority, it's not gonna bring value to the
So,
that's the biggest issue, right?
when I took Amtrak Coast Starlight Train number 14 from
I would have liked
San Jose Diridon to Sacramento Valley on Friday night, which was 2 nights ago, people were asking me why I didn't take the Capitol Corridor. My answer to that is because less stops on the Coast Starlight. You get a fresh air break at Oakland Jack London Square. You get a footrest in coach class, or you can get a sleeping car. And in coach class, your chair lays all the way back, which is great. So yeah, that's why I prefer the Coast Starlight over the Capitol Corridor, or when I stay overnight in Sacramento. Those are all my reasons. On the Capitol Corridor, you don't get any of that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a long ride too, which is another reason.
I got into this like this Xenon stuff.
Here comes Caltrain 608. That is a southbound local train making all stops to Diridon Station in San Jose. There it is, 309, 310 set. 310 leading and 309 trailing. See Wilcox High School right there, the football stadium lights.
But this is
Whoa.
actually like when I was like surprised at some point because Andrea told me that they didn't hire like someone last year for platform.
Yeah.
And he had like new people for this year. So he wanted to hire this for this spot that was last year and whatever is gonna be open like this year. Right? And they told me, no, you didn't hire last year, so it's gone. I was saying,
Like he needs to, this is how he needs to fight, right? Like, this is the kind of shit he'll deal with. I'm sorry. This is the kind of shit he has to deal with. I'm sorry.
and the hiring plan, like he prepared like sophisticated hiring plans, and then on January it was like,
That's not fine. Like, you need to, sometimes like you can't keep that structure, right? Like it's more of like people management and accountability. Like convincing them that this is it, this is what we have to do for you. Because like it's not a document, it's
At 10:35 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling into Lawrence Station.
This is so there's a bit that, like, all of the founders, VP, are not on site. I think so. Because I think it's completely different from like ICs and doing the work. Like you communicate like a little bit, you deliver something that is expected. It's like it's a little bit different, but they need to like work with a lot of people and stuff like that. So whatever like grows sometimes how we are operating is just what we are not operating, right? Because he's not on site, he's not like observing, he's not sometimes just seeing some stuff that is like efficient, asking questions and stuff like that. So my experience was so for example when these guys like approached me at some point they're like, oh you could be remote and just come by. Right? I was like I don't see it working, right? It's like if you're like on the CTO VP level, it's like I need to be there, I need to like oversee what it's like talking to people, I need to unblock them, I need to make know like the pain points, I need to make stuff like happen, right?
At 10:37 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling out of Lawrence Station with our next stop being Sunnyvale.
I'm not sure if this is not the outcome out of it. It's at least like the VP that is like really focused also on execution should be there.
Yeah, I think I'll tell you, like it's more like
Text Nono, you can track my second train on an app called Caltrain Live. Period. I'm on the 6:15 train going north. Text Nono.
It was like that. And what do you want to say?
You can track my second train live on an app called Caltrain Live. Period. I'm on the 6:15 train going north, and you have to download it on your app store. Period.
Nobody understands like how quickly this traction is on the platform. Right? You work with it, you understand the point, like having serious issues, like existential for you. That's why you actually put like so much emphasis on like processing that CPU and consuming. And he hasn't done that. It's just the nature of it, which means you need to be able to ask the right questions. That much you should know.
That's what I was saying. Like, I think it's is like more on the people manager side. Like we don't have a technical. I'm not saying that it has to be CTO. I mean, it can be director of engineering if you want, but I would like to have someone that is like that can come, but also like the approach is like this is when like on the
Not exactly yet, conductor. We're close though. At 10:39 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling into Sunnyvale Station.
Just split the work into two, right? Just split the work into two.
Yeah, but identify first like what is needed. But yeah, I mean about the director of engineering,
Yeah, so this
I went rail fanning back here in December. That little kid's got a Caltrain hat.
like there is
I wish I had a hat like that,
I don't know, man. Like
since I love Caltrain.
people are not willing to be confrontational, and they're worried that when you confront someone that they're gonna attack you, right? Like that's the only that seems to be the only takeaway, and people are not willing to figure out that okay, we're all gonna have difference of opinion, but like eventually we are gonna believe that we're gonna land on some common ground, right? I don't think that's there, and that is actually coming to either lack of experience. Having dealt or done the same thing, or it's actually through the fact that you just never saw it in your life. You're not mature. Right?
I don't know. I think it's like there's also a third aspect. It's like some people just are used to bigger companies.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They don't want to challenge something because
It's just like someone else's problem and they'll take care of it.
yeah, but it seems like
Now next
stuff
up
that
is
is
Mountain View. Mountain View is next.
some of the stuff that is like happening.
At 10:40 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling out of Sunnyvale Station with our next stop being Mountain View.
So for example, it's like for me, like stuff that takes a lot of time right now. That takes like a lot of time. For example, picking the notes, right? It doesn't give you anything.
Yeah.
But it's like 6 months, 8 months, something like that. And nothing happened. It's like, but it's not even that it didn't happen. But it seems like there was like no, let's say, bigger push, like or like discussion or adjustment or anything. I don't know how to say it. Like, so like a lot of effort that actually doesn't bring value.
Yeah.
Stuart was asking me like how to fix this stuff. And
Asking you about if it's leaking.
no video, but in general, like, I was saying that like we might lack someone technical on the high level that is gonna work with me and stuff like that. But we also Stuart sometimes ask you and he does not engage in discussions. He's just taking in like whatever you want to say and then he's really thinking of how to structure it. At some point he came back and he asked me, so completely understood what he said. You want to be the head of your economy. So I was like, what are like the expectations? Like, how do you want to see this and stuff like that? It was like, oh, never mind. So it was a bit like that. I don't know. Because I think in general, like, I was also asked, like, so, like,
Oh, this is a classic on this way.
oh,
Like Gina's way.
I asked
We're now arriving at Mountain View. This is Mountain View.
Not exactly yet, conductor. We're close though. Must be a farmer's market going on right there.
You're not giving me head to see it. Okay, fine. I'm not taking it hard. I don't know what
At 10:43 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling into Mountain View Station.
Okay, but at least you need to tell me how I can get to it. What is my expectation? Like, I don't care like about promotion or whatever, but I want to know how I can improve. Because eventually, like,
There's a little kid waving right there. I'm waving back.
next one, then he said, oh, you just need to level. It's like, oh, you just need to pick
A lot of people at Mountain View today,
Okay, fine.
probably for that farmer's market.
I've been like ever since I've been like looking into my team and see like I asked him straight up like because I knew that he knew that I know that you've been promoted to some stuff, right? And I asked him, okay, so if you're saying that Mihal's the yardstick and that's what I need to get, tell me what are the things that you expect from me so that like, I can actually work on it. And then he started drawing this thing and I'm pretty sure he knew that he was going to do this. Okay, so he drew this two semicircle like arcs and then he said, you're at the front, like this is at the frontier.
I don't think that person's gonna make it.
Like, you're actually at the frontier of like, there is industry, there is like, there is academia, there is industry and there is whatever, right? So if you are at an IC level, you should be close towards academia or like you should be at the industry cutting edge, right? Like so you know when I come to you for a problem, you know how to exactly solve the problem. That was a little bit of a punch in the teeth. I was like, okay, you think I don't know how to solve it, you probably come to me.
We're about to pull out of Mountain View Station right now.
And he said this, and then I asked him, okay, so if that's the direction you want me to go, then I need my time to actually sit down and do IC work, right? Like I'm not given the time to
Next
work
up
on
is
IC.
San Antonio.
And it matters worse, if you don't know
At 10:44 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling out of Mountain View, with our next stop being San Antonio Station.
And he's like, oh, okay, you should understand that, the way you need to deal with as a manager is like it's not just about you, it's about your team. Like your team should have all the capabilities. I'm like, so he's still telling me that my team don't have all the capabilities. Yeah, maybe they're not. Clearly, like Adam's being underappreciated on like a lot of things. Like he's very good at like figuring out problems, but these people are like very like I need to sit. It's more like I need to convince them that this person can do something. That's not. How is that my problem, man? Like how can I actually be like how can I be like captive for them?
Yeah, even the inconsistency is because like so for example when I was playing I think we had one of the feedback sessions and the girls told me like not happening. Like, this was like, bloody point, man. Bloody point. So that's what I think. But so I didn't expect anything. I didn't think it's going like, okay, you're like, yeah, serious stuff. I was like, okay. So, but I have a question because I didn't have a chance to like level up anyone. And I was like, yeah, but your IC work was like on point and the localization is better, so I have more of just like understanding your impact.
But I'll actually show you my first appointment I used when I came to the area. This is what I did.
At 10:46 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling into San Antonio Station. There's a little kid waving again. I'm waving back, as well as his mom.
Between Mountain and San Antonio. That's actually fun.
So it was like that. Okay, so I think it's more about like in understanding that the localization was stabilized and like stuff like that. But I also think that senior staff or it's like head of something, right? What I'm head of right now. Head of localization and what if it was like I don't know, like figure it out. Yeah. And I was like, okay, so then at some point okay, what do you expect from this technical guy? And it's like doesn't it cause like some problems that we had like a head of autonomy that was like
Oh, you saw that the ship that he put out, right? Do you remember? He saw that he put on that plan, the hiring plan, the elaborate hiring plan. We had it as a
yeah.
the director of autonomy, whatever it is.
The director is like level
10:48 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Here we are pulling out of San Antonio Station with our next stop being California Avenue.
That's what his LinkedIn is saying.
Oh, maybe he was promoted because he was VP of system. Yeah, no, he was like
Head of system.
Head of system. And so he was promoted, right?
Probably. Yeah. That's so sad. He didn't deliver anything, but he was promoted. I'm kicking myself. Yeah. Well, I was like, I'm not too.
Okay, but
I didn't deliver anything.
No, but then I was asking.
Out to see Caltrain 610 soon.
Head of autonomy. Actually, be the technical guidance point for like all autonomy.
Okay.
So it's like this person gonna operate across teams, like most of the time because like maybe a person outside of all of the teams, like doing like heavy technical understanding of the stack and then applying the model stuff like that. It's like okay, it makes sense. I'm not sure if this is kind of the autonomy. It seems like more like a principal engineer, like the
distinguishes,
like kind of the work like. And it's like okay, it seems reasonable, but I was like, but if you're asking me, it's like. So does it mean that I should know both localization and autonomy? And it's gonna cause conflict, right? It's like gonna like something that's like solved between teams. It's like they're gonna come and I'm gonna say, no, localization is gonna do it. Like someone else has to do it, and I have the authority. Doesn't seem right, right? It was like, no, you have to deal about localization, right? But okay,
Which is actually exciting for you.
I would say it's okay, but I asked you like, but who's gonna own the localization, or is it ready, right? It was like, no. So I was like, okay, so you mean like I should stabilize the localization, I should probably like write the roadmap, make it like something that can be followed, and then I can continue like I don't know, do some maybe help with like making sure that whatever perception planning and other things are doing, just to make sure that everything is on target.
Coast Starlight Train number 14.
Okay, so,
There's Caltrain 610. That's a southbound local train making all stops at Tamian Station in San Jose. There it goes.
Impact across teams. You should be able to do that. I should, yeah, but I don't know. And I mean, because I mean, heavily technical work, not it's possible, but if you expect me to like be a manager and all autonomy, it's not gonna work out with the time zones and everything like that, not being outside. I don't see it working out. But I don't know, maybe they're gonna hire this guy for like director of robotics, and they're gonna say that we don't need anyone. But my biggest worry was like, we want someone deeply technical, like, and having someone that's gonna be more on the managerial level. I wrote in my reply and it was like,
Did you see what Leclerc wrote? He wrote, he said like talking to Adam Killing was like talking to a friendly AI.
It's interesting that the don't point that this thing. He was like,
I started laughing when I read it.
yeah.
It's so funny. He's a friend of my manager at my previous company.
Okay.
So I actually interviewed him for my manager.
At 10:51 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling out of California Avenue with our next stop being Palo Alto Station and then my stop after that.
I was like, I see that like we need someone deeply technical to compensate or like to fit into like whatever like the scales of squares and stuff like that. I don't think maybe I don't know. I didn't talk about it, but I don't think like squares has that much technical understanding of everything. So it's
After that, not a crazy.
yeah. So that's why I was like, but I was like, okay, so I really like maybe not to work, but I didn't get a chance.
Yeah, I think that has been the biggest problem for us, right? Like he's not being like fully technical right now and actually causing issues, like not able to focus on priorities things, or like not able to focus on what is actually important and like be able to prioritize what is important, right? So that is what I think. But it's almost Stanford. See the okay?
Here we are going through the Stanford football stop, only used for Stanford football game days sometimes. At 10:52 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time.
That's why I'm saying, like, you should be aware or conscious about your shortcomings, and actually, yeah, so if he feels that he's lacking technical effort, and I think better than myself, like, but not as wiser than you find that one, but it's actually the one. For now, where you find like someone that is.
We're now arriving at Palo Alto. This is Palo Alto.
At 10:53 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling into Palo Alto Station.
But
Right on time.
This is gonna be a guy that's gonna provide like a technical understanding.
Palo Alto.
But this is completely not the road. And after a few rounds, I think they just kind of
System architect.
Yeah, the system
They
architect.
shut it down.
There were like no more candidates. We had like one candidate that was kind of okay, but maybe not for software, but in general like for all of the hardware platform
What
stuff.
were the type of people that they wanted to hire? Like, what is the role that Steven told you that this is for?
So the software architect for
Software
that
or system architect?
it was software architect. This is how they wrote it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But in general, like it was more about like system requirements and identifying pickups. And
My stop, my destination of Menlo Park is next.
stuff like that. So we had some candidates that they were like picked up into it, and they were like from big companies, and these guys were like saying, "Oh, we could have like a collision of possibilities, like how stuff can be done." They're like a mediator between things. So for example, assuming like localization and perception, or like you were like saying, "Oh, my tracking is cool because localization sucks," right? They step in, and
Right, and at 10:54 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, here we are pulling out of Palo Alto Station, with our next stop being my destination of Menlo Park. So we'll be right back.
Why do we need this?
but they're like, but our key is like identifying them on the product design, like, so they were like more. A lot of the candidates were like more on the system, stuff like that. And I was saying, but the thing is like in general, like we don't need someone to facilitate communication between things because it's already happening. We need someone with a deep technical understanding. And they're like, okay, they're like, for example, doing some stuff like response or a product or media text. So I
Okay.
didn't really think about nobody and they're like, oh, they're good candidates. So there was like a clear misunderstanding, and then one guy
10:55 a.m. Pacific Daylight, now 10:56 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Here we are pulling into Menlo Park Station right on time. And I'm about to get off this train right now. I'm on EMU set 327, 328. Now to get off this train right now. She might miss her train. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too. Here it goes, gonna depart. Alright, y'all. 327 leading. 3271 coach, 3272 bike car, 3273 coach, 3275 coach, 3276 coach, and 328 trailing. Alright, y'all. There goes Caltrain 615 to 4th and King Street Station in San Francisco, making all stops. Next stop for this train will be Redwood City. Alright, y'all. Thank you for riding on Caltrain 615 with me from Diridon Station in San Jose to Menlo Park. It's me, Noah Larson, signing off. Have a good one.